Well, Joy, let's start with Andy himself. What a massive honour it is him to get this top-level World Championship role.
Yeah, we're super excited for him. It's been a long journey for him to get there, and he's been working really hard for it. I think it's all credit to him as an individual. It's great for him, we're excited for him, but we're also excited for what it means for the officiating programme in the UK. There'll be a lot of young officials that will be looking at what can they achieve, where can they go, and for someone like Andy to reach that pinnacle of the sport as an official, it gives them some hope that there's somewhere they can go in the future.
How does the process come about? Because I was aware he was in the running for a chance to be selected. So how does he get to be selected for this level?
Yeah, so we, as the officiating programme in the UK, we nominate officials to have an IHF licence, and there's 3 graduations of that: a C, a B, and an A licence. It kind of works up, as you would imagine. So a C does domestic international games, a B licence can go to World Championships at the division level, and then an A licence means that you're saying that they're capable at the highest IHF competition level. So Andy's had an A licence for the last couple of years. What happens then is he goes to an international tournament, he's assessed by international supervisors and then graded, the same as we grade our officials, but they grade the international officials they see and give them quite simply an up arrow, a side arrow or a down arrow. And Andy's been at that kind of top level now for a couple of years, and so was in the running last year, potentially for selection for the Olympics. Didn't make the cut for that, but has stayed at the top level and made the cut this year, which is fantastic.
You've refereed at the highest level, an Olympic final no less. I know this is slightly different, but what sort of thing will await Andy in Slovakia?
You know, it will be a fantastic experience for him. It's hockey, and of course when you get out on the ice it's just another game, and you're in the moment and you're in the game. But I think when there's a World Championships, there's an event which is run by the IHF, there's everything else that sits around that. So there'll be referee cameras and microphones and all kinds of things that will be linked into systems that we just haven't got here in the UK. There'll be lots of media briefings, things that you'll have to get used to from that side. So it's very much about being able to do your stuff on the ice without even thinking about it, because there'll be so much other stuff that he has to get into his head beforehand.
People talk about how much it meant for GB to get promoted to be in that top flight, but how much does it mean for UK officials, for the collective group that Andy is going there?
It's a huge thing for everyone. Everyone's very happy for Andy to go there, not just for himself, because for the programme, what it means. I think GB qualifying has given him a bit of a boost and a bit of a help with that, because they can see that our team's at the top level, and maybe our officials do deserve a shot at the top level too. And for our officials, it kind of puts us on the map with the IHF. So yeah, it's a big deal.
Andy, I'll start with a simple question. How much of an honour is it for the naming in the Top Flight World Championship as an official?
Obviously, it's something I've been trying to achieve throughout my career. It's been a long journey, so to finally get the nod this year, it's outstanding. Couldn't be happier.
You must have had wind of it. When did you know, and how was the process? Did you get a letter? Did you get a phone call, an email?
Well, we had at the start of the season, we were told that we were shortlisted, and we were all being evaluated through the season, and we all knew that the meeting was in February. So when that came around, you're sort of waiting for a text or a little heads up that you might have the nod. And last week I got a message to say it was happening, and then you don't sort of believe it till you get official confirmation on an email from the IHF, and then it was keeping it quiet until they could release it officially.
You've officiated for a long time, and you've worked your way up. I guess it's made all those hard hours, dare I say it, some of the abuse as well, and all the catcalls worth it?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long journey. I started officiating 16 years ago, IHF Championships, so it's taken me that long to get there. I've worked in the Elite League, and I've also worked in Denmark to broaden my experience, different hockey, different style, and it all helps towards the IHF.
What's so special about officiating at a IHF tournament?
It's really the pinnacle. The way you get treated, the referees get looked after really well, and you're given all the tools to go out there and do the job. You're there for the game, and just to be the best you can be, and you get 100% support the whole time.
You've got people like Liam Sewell officiating in the AHL, a lot of good officials in the country, and now you're going to officiate at the top level. Joy Johnston officiated in a women's Olympic final. Do you think these things can inspire more officials to start the journey?
Absolutely. I mean, for a small group, we overachieve in the championships we get every year. It's Canada and the US, they could fill all the tournaments, but we're all given a fair shot, and we've proven over the years that we can compete with the best. So I think anybody starting out, you know, that's the pinnacle. It is achievable, and it should be something that everybody tries to get to.
And there's a nice juxtaposition with GB back in the top flight and a UK official in the top flight. Obviously you won't officiate any of their games, but it'll be special to be there at the same time as the national team.
Yeah, it'll be great to see. It's been a long time coming. I think they've done really well over the past few years. They missed out a couple of times, and then everything fell into place this year. So to have friendly faces around the place as well will be nice. And yeah, I hope they can do themselves proud.